Should be from HyperX. Alright, what's up everybody? This is the Bulbasaur Kid. Today we're going to be unboxing my Switch 2 Legends ZA bundle, as well as redeeming the game and all that good stuff. We're going to play through the game. I know nobody's in yet, so I'll hold off for a couple minutes. Hopefully somebody will pop on in and everything, but let's see where this goes to. Am I even live yet? I have no idea. It's asking for my password to log into YouTube. I don't know my password for YouTube. Oh no. Okay, here we go. It could have only been one of 15 things, right? Alright, chat rate 1. Is anybody in the chat? If you are in the chat, type a 1. If you are not in the chat, I guess don't do anything because you're not even here. But I'm gonna crack open an energy drink because I plan on trying to beat this game in one sitting, all live. Not sponsored, but a lot of caffeine. It's like 260 milligrams. Doesn't say the size of the can. It says the serving size is 1 can. And then the caffeine content is 240 milligrams per 16 fluid ounces. Now, oh, I found it. I found it. It's a 16-ounce can. Right there. If we can get the glare off the screen. I'll turn the light off as soon as I've got the stuff unboxed and everything, though. I don't want to have any glare. But it looks like we've got 4 people in the stream. Are there any people watching? Anybody drop a 1 in the chat or say something, say hi? This is a very welcoming space. I didn't know I could set preferences for my chat. So let's check on that. I'll use my phone as a backup probably, or actually even just pull it up in my browser on my other monitor. That probably makes the most sense here. Let's see here. YouTube Studio. Am I live? Am I currently live? I see somebody unsubscribed from me in the last 28 days. Somebody could fix that for me here. Am I live? That's a good question. Hmm. Oh, there. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. Alright. 0 views though. 12 viewers? That's a bit confusing. I'm not sure. Nobody's chatting. If anybody is here, say something in the chat. In the chat. Alright, there we go. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to pull up my chat in a different way than through OBS, but I'm just gonna ignore that and open up my packages here. Hopefully I didn't just dox myself. I didn't realize I had my address pointing toward the camera instead of away. But we're opening up the first package, Legend ZA for the Switch 2. This will stay in the wrapper because I'm a weird collector. I like to collect things that are in the wrappers. Then this side of the box does not have the address on it, so I will show you guys that side of the box. And you know what? If I did dox myself, I guess it's not the end of the world, right? But we'll open up this box here, if I can cut the tape. I don't know what is in this box. I don't know if it's the pre-order bonus or the Switch 2. This is the pre-order bonus and a bunch of packing material. So here is the Best Buy pre-order bonus, which I believe is supposed to be a mouse pad. This one does not stay in the packaging. I'm not that weird, come on. But I'd say this is a pretty nice pre-order bonus. I mean, I can use this. This could certainly replace my current mouse and keyboard pad, which if you guys are interested, I can pull it out for you guys. Because I actually do kind of want to swap it out. Let me just pull all the random junk off of it that does not belong on it. So I have been using this mouse and keyboard pad. Still beautiful, but man, it's just not Pokemon, you know? What was that? What the box, is it Pokemon? Is it? Yes? This is a Pokemon unboxing. This is the Lumiose City, Zygarde, the Eternal Floette, Chikorita Tepig, and Totodile. It's just a mousepad pre-order bonus from Best Buy. I think they're for sale for like $39 as well, if you want to pick one up. But I'll say having it rolled up definitely does not allow it to sit very flat. I might come up with a separate use for it than sitting on my desk under my mouse and keyboard. I'm not 100% sure. But this one we will have to assume is the Switch 2, considering the other two were not. I might even hang that mouse pad on the wall, honestly. But we've got the Switch 2. Hopefully no codes are on the outside. It wouldn't make sense if it's a retail item, but Pokemon Legends ZA Bundle Switch 2. That looks really nice. Good box. I have a perfect place to display that, and that's on a shelf that I can't see. Then let's unbox the Switch 2 itself. I will not reveal the serial number or any of that information. But we've got the dock for the Switch 2. Little better of a design than the Switch 1. It's got the aeration holes in the bottom, ventilation, and a fully removable back cover. Yes, okay, it's cool, but I'll get this set up here in a minute. I'll have to swap it out for my Switch 1, because I think I might be out of spots on my surge strip. The Switch 2 Joy-Con handles. That is significantly different from the Switch 1. This will get set to the side where I will never see it again. Here we've got a regular AC adapter, pretty much. which I waited for the Switch 2 for this specific bundle. I was really hoping for a special edition of the console, and it just didn't happen. So I haven't watched an unboxing video, haven't played on one or anything. Just didn't want to spoil myself. So maybe this is redundant for you guys if you were interested to watch unboxing videos when the Switch 2 originally came out, but for me, this is exciting. I've got the C to C cord to plug the dock in. I'm hoping that I might actually be able to get this plugged in somewhere where it's not going to need to replace anything. I can just have all three of my switches plugged in at the same time. So let's set this to the side for now. Then we flip open the next part of the box. We've got the two Joy-Cons, blue and red, but only on the inside. And under the joy joysticks, it looks like. Those feel a lot heavier than standard Joy-Cons do. Then we've got the Switch 2 tablet. I'm sure it's just completely standard for anybody who's watched an unboxing video or actually has a Switch 2 already. But again, for me, this is exciting because I've never done that. And I feel proud that this is my own content and I am not uh, stealing anything from anybody else, nor am I just reiterating what other people have said, unless we said the same thing, but this is just the health and safety information. I wonder if there's a physical code for the game, or if it just downloads on the system because it was part of the bundle. That is a tough question to answer because I don't see any paperwork regarding the code. Also, I think I opened the box upside, and I think my mic just turned off, but yeah, I opened the box upside down. That's that's embarrassing. But no, I don't see any codes for the game, so let's be hopeful that I got the code. I mean, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Made in Vietnam. To be downloaded on included system, see inside panel for instructions. Plug it in, set it up, connect to the internet, go to the eShop, and follow the on-screen instructions to begin the download. So there's no code, it's just included on the system. Okay. So I will close up this box. Now isn't this is a really small detail, but if I can get my camera to focus on the box instead of me. On the inside flap, there's an eternal floette, which is a very small detail, but I think that's really cool. Not Pokemon Go, not marking on the laptop. No Pokemon Go here. I only play whenever I'm out of state or out of the country. But I think this is a very cool piece. Just, yeah. Let's set this to the side for now. Just on the ground there works for me. Fling that stuff out of the way. And close up this knife I used to open everything. we've got the Joy-Con uh, handles, I guess. Don't know if I called that out earlier. And then an HDMI cord, which is also nice. So what I will do with this is I will hook it up to the Switch 2 dock. Then straight into my capture card. I would like to use an Ethernet connection. However, I do not have a reliable Ethernet connection. I typically get about 10 megabits per second high end off of an Ethernet connection due to the Wi-Fi extender that I have access to, compared to the 150 megabits per second that I get off of a wireless connection. Let me hop under my desk to plug in the Switch 2 power adapter. And I guess I don't have to unplug anything. That's very nice, very, very nice. I'll have to thread everything up. Although this cord is not, I don't think it's nearly as long as the Switch 1 power adapter cords. And I cannot reach it. There we go. So this is definitely a little difficult to see into, being all black on the back. So I've got that hooked up. Now when I switch over to my capture card, should all work out. However, the first thing I want to do is get this all set up in handheld mode so I don't dox myself with my login information or any of my payment information or anything, because that would be horrible. But let's get the little bedink and bedink. Alright, look at that. A Switch 2. All black. Very, very beautiful console. The next thing I'm going to do is turn off my light so there's less glare. Because that should allow my camera to focus a little better, I hope. And if not, I lied. I'm sorry. I really have to accept those end user license agreements. Too bad. The feedback I get from the screen on this is honestly a little bit better than the Switch one as well. So I am connecting to my internet here. Error code, unable to connect to the network device. That's a lie. can't remember if I left capital letters in my Wi-Fi password or not. Apparently not. No capital letters. Good to find out now. Alright. And now it wants to update. Where is my time zone? There we are. Wherever you want, however you want. Cool. It wants me to detach the right Joy-Con. Oh, it's... What? Wow, that is odd. That is very strange. Detach the left-hand Joy-Con as well. Select the controller removed. Okay. I don't need any of this information. I think I can figure that out myself. Should not be too different from the Switch one. I probably should have set it up before the stream, but then again, I wanted to unbox on stream, so I don't know. Good question there. Guess it gives more people time to join into the stream. Are you still in the chat, Los Shorts de Elan? Whoa, there's a new button on here. What is that? There's gotta be a dark mode on this Switch. There's an upgrade pack already? Or is that like for going from Switch 1 to Switch 2? Does that mean I can play it on my Switch 1? Yo, let's go. I can play it on the OLED. I cannot believe there's already a DLC available. When does it become playable? February 28th? Oh, this is $30 down the drain right now. Ooh. This has become a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. I'm $730 deep just to play Legend ZA. I know I could have bought it for my old Switch, but meh. Who would do that? There was a bundle, and I bought it separately anyway. I'll have to swap out whatever my linked systems are. It's kind of annoying. You can only link two systems at a time. Because I have four switches of my own, and then, linking with other people too. Eee. So CA is currently downloading. Let me slot the Switch 2 in its dock. And alright. Then I will go ahead and edit my stream layout. Webcam. This can be shrank and pushed up here. And my capture card seems to be running. Oh, you know what? I didn't even open my Switch 2 Pro controller yet. So, I'm glad this is within range, if I need it. Let me just open this up very quickly. I hope there's some charge on it, because ideally I don't want to sit here with it on a charger. What on earth? I just opened every single thing on this little multi-tool and did not see the thing I was using 10 minutes ago. So let's cut that open. And same on this side. Close this up. And open this up. I was kind of hoping they would have something a little visibly different from the basic Pro controller appearance. Why are you stuck, sir? This makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay, so living in the past, USB-A to USB-C. Love to see it. And it's literally just a Switch 1 Pro controller that says Switch 2. And has a slightly different shape and has some paddle buttons on the back there. However, suits my purposes to play the game, and I don't have to fiddle around with trying to link the Switch 1 controller because I heard that can be a hassle. So, and I don't know how on earth this was $100. I thought they were supposed to be like 70, maybe 80. So anyway, that was a lie. And it seems like it has zero charge out the box. I guess it's a good thing they included this puppy right here. My voice cracked so bad right there. And let's see if I can find a place to plug this in at. Worst case scenario, just off of my Switch, or off of my computer, but ideally just off of my Switch 2 right here. The connected TV supports HDR. If you set up HDR, game visuals will be enhanced with vivid color display. Okay, so if I plug this into my Switch 2, hopefully it will just connect and allow me to use it to select. To change the display settings later, go to the home menu and select brightness in. Adjust the display until the pattern on the left is visible and the pattern on the right isn't. When you're done, select next. So that's about where it should be, as far as I can tell. And apparently I have to plug in my mic because it keeps turning off due to quote unquote low battery. I almost never use it, so I wouldn't be surprised. Um, yeah, I'll call that good. This is how the brightness will look during gameplay. Cool, awesome, wonderful. Now let's go into system settings. And where is the... Ah, so much better on the eyes. Not sponsored. You know, I guess I could turn my light back on. Cause, kinda dark. I'll be right back. See, now the problem is that it's too bright. I guess I can never be happy. Let me swap monitors for this, because I actually prefer this on the right-hand side. Doop. Not me trying to press tiles on the Switch 2 home screen with my mouse. Alright. It is very, very close to being done, and I wonder what the function of these paddles is. GLGR. Oh, there's a microphone port on the controller. That is new. I guess it's a headset port. And if you hold it at the right angle, you can see the charging indicator light straight through the controller. There's also a C button at the bottom. I assume that means chat, considering it's positioned right next to the microphone. Also, you can tell this is injection molded plastic for the A, B, Y, X buttons, unless somehow it got damaged in transport. But I can see very visible lines in each of the buttons. Not a huge fan of that, honestly. Almost looks like it's damaged, like somebody put their fingernail on it. And the controller is kind of sparkly when you turn it around. Don't know if you can. Oh, probably not, because the camera won't catch it. I gotta upgrade my camera. Oh, hey, look at that. I don't know. Don't know why it won't let me just load the game card on this system. You'll need to bring them closer to one another. If the system is unavailable because it has been damaged or lost, unlike the system from a browser on a PC or smart device. Well, I will have to text my brother and let him know I need him to come over on another day. But why do I have to use a virtual game card, though? That's the question. So I will just link this with I want to do my own virtual game card and connect to my own console. To load a virtual game card on this system, you must link it with the other system I'm using. Shown below, systems only need to be linked once. What if I do this? From the virtual game card menu. Man, why does Nintendo have to make everything more difficult than it should be? From the virtual game card menu. This is annoying. I'm not even gonna lie. Press. I wanna load this on my system. Load on other system. Now load this on my system. Can't move any closer. Please unlink the system from a PC or smart device. Okay, let me just go into Nintendo.com. Login. 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 How many times do I have to press login? Virtual game cards. Game systems. What if I do a system transfer? I mean, what's my memory capacity? It's the first question. Because it would kinda suck. 224 gigabytes? Wow. How much space have I used on this? Not even close. Okay. Well, I'll just do a system transfer, I guess. Transfer your save data, receive save data. Send save data to another console. I really hope I don't lose any of my Pokemon saves. Select all save data. Why does Crunchyroll have save data? That's kind of weird. 214 megabytes. Also, peep the Scarlet and Violet OLED. I waited on the OLED for this as well. I wish they didn't have to print all of that non-disposable stuff over it. Kind of ruins the aesthetic, but can't complain too much because the rest of it looks pretty nice. System transfer complete. And I think what I just accomplished was putting my save data from one console to another and not allowing myself to load my virtual game card. Oh, this is annoying. Do I have to drive to another city just to. This is kind of annoying. I can scan that QR code, I guess. Probably don't want to have it up on the screen like this for so long, but oh, that's just for support. Bro, how is that helpful? Y'all, I am so hopelessly lost. I'm on the Nintendo website. I don't see anything that seems like it would have anything to do with linked systems. Legends EA, load on system. I don't want. I don't want to load it on my brother's system. I want to load it on mine. Dude, I'm about to cry. Unlink. Okay. Okay. Watch. Oh, I guess you can't watch, but wow, me trying to link or click on my screen using my mouse. I had a long day at work, okay? Oh my gosh, finally I can play the game after 2 hours. I've been streaming for how long have I been live? Where does it say? don't even know. Guys, I hope I'm gonna cry. One person watching. I've been streaming for 50 minutes and I couldn't even figure out how to unlink the consoles. That's crazy. Crazy work. Okay, let me wind down for just a second here. Okay, so I'm going to change the name of the stream because I'm no longer unboxing. I am now just playing the game. I don't know how to do that. I'll just do it through Studio and hope it works properly. Still don't quite understand why my microphone keeps turning off even though it is plugged in. But, yeah. Well, it looks like nobody's currently in stream, I don't think. Is anybody present? Anybody at all? I might stop it and restart the stream now that I have everything set up. I low key want to swap over to another format. But I don't know why I'm so zoomed in. Huh. Huh. Yuck. Hmm. I think it's because I'm set to the shorts format. I think that is it. Whoa. Now, guys, here's the real question. None of them look like me at all. Do I want to play as a girl or a boy? I think this girl looks the most like me. Um, huh. I'm actually going to go ahead and stream and then restart it